Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time you're going to be watching this video at Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Cambe. So this is the preview one for our last game in the League of 8 that we had to play in the Champions League. So here we go. So let's start off with the injury front. Joey Gomez was back in training with the Reds today, which was good to see when I was watching the training session earlier on today. So yeah, and there was also a photo of Jota with his training kit on, but obviously not with the lads, so he'd have probably been doing some maybe a bit more rehab gym work, which was also good to see. So no news on Curtis, but I don't think he'll be a million miles away, if I'm honest with you. So on the injury front, it looks really good for the Reds with the amount of games that we've got coming up, and we can start to rest the odd player or two. Just talking about resting, interesting, the squad that's travelled out to Holland to play PSV. So we've got Kelleher, Yaros, Robbo, Tsimikas, Kwanzaa, Endo, Bradley, Mabea, McConnell, Davies, Naomi, Norris, Morton, Gapco, Nunes, Chiesa, Kone Doherty, Dans, Narlo, Elliott and Morrison. So I can hear you say, who? Yeah, well, if you take notice of Liverpool games, not just the first team games, but there's a lot of academy players in there. Obviously not travelled. Ali, Verge, Trent, Maka, Salah, Konate, Gravenberg, Diaz and Slobosly. So they are being rested now. Who would have thought that our biggest game of the season is going to be against Bournemouth at the weekend? We wouldn't be saying that a few years ago, would we? If Bournemouth were around mid-table, even below, where the relegation teams are, the likes of United and Everton, I think it would have been a different squad that travelled up to the last game. So yeah, Konate and Maka, they're both one game away from a yellow card, and I think the yellow cards get scrubbed after tomorrow's game, so which is really important. We didn't want either of them missing out on the last 16 game that gets played in March. I believe that the draw is going to be made on Friday. I believe so anyway, so please let me know if I'm wrong on that in the comments below, but I'm sure it was said to be that for that, the Europa League and the Conference League. So it'll be interesting to see who we do get. Now, we're guaranteed to finish first or second. That's a given. You can understand now why Arne Slot went strong last week against Lille, can't you? He needed that second spot, or first spot for that matter, guaranteed, and he got that. So he can rest players for this one here. Interesting that he's left so many back home. So they'll have a rest day tomorrow, and they'll be back on it on Thursday with some coaching staff that'll get back from Holland earlier than the rest of the squad. So they'll be on it, and obviously the rest of the team will obviously have a rest day on Thursday, but they'll be back on it on Friday as well, before they'll fly down to Bournemouth, no doubt stay not too far away from there. So yeah, all in all, you can understand now we have a squad of players that Arne is using. I mean, he's not done too much rotation, has he, so far this season? But I think he knows that this is the right time to do it. There's nothing really to lose in this game tomorrow, although I would like Liverpool to come away with a victory just to, or maybe even a draw just to secure top spot. I think it's just more of a money thing. Doesn't matter if you finish first or second. It means that you are seeded all the way up to the final, which is another thing to bear in mind as well. So, Arne Slot's press conference, it was mainly the Dutch journals asking about, does he miss Holland? Does he watch the games? As he spoke to his father, is his father coming to the game? How's he finding life? I mean, it was a bit boring, really. But the one question that he did answer was why is such a young squad of players coming along. And he said, look, when I started at Liverpool, he said every 5 or 6 weeks I did try to rest some players. That's how I've managed them, and that's how we're doing so well. I wouldn't, to be honest, to have really noticed that. I always thought he's stuck with the same squad, and he's used that squad effectively, and we're reaping the rewards with that. So he said, look, they're going to get another rest, 3 days off, and the players that have not travelled. So yeah, game management again. Dare I say it, if that was Jurgen would have probably taken his strongest squad, but Arne's doing it a different way, and I'm happy with that because everybody is getting rest time now. He also said that the players that are travelling have needed minutes, and it'll be a good 90 minutes for them to get under the belt. Reason being is because of so many games that we've got coming up. Obviously Bournemouth, Tottenham in the Carabao second leg, and then we've got Plymouth in the FA Cup. So you can see changes being made for at least the FA Cup game. Maybe the Tottenham game, I'm not 100% sure. I think he might really go strong on that as well. Obviously, we're losing 1-0 from that, and we need to turn over Spurs to get through to the final there. Okay, PSV. What do we know about them? Top of the league, 4 points clear. They are 4 points clear of Ajax, although PSV have played one game more. They're unbeaten at home, so that tells you how good they are at home. Liverpool will be their strongest game or toughest game of the season. Liverpool will have to match their application, their intensity. PSV play from the back, but they are a quick lightning team, so we need to be at it from minute one. We need to, as I said, match their intensity, and we will have to pick them. By that I mean we have to take our moments to undo them, and hopefully score some goals. They concede 2 or more goals lately in the last 5 games, so they're defensively weak because they've got a centre half who's out, one of their best players, and they have drafted in a midfielder who is not that good playing in that position. I'm only going off the Champions League games, what I've seen with him playing there. So yeah, it's as I say, they love to play out from the back, so we have to be on it from minute one. My team, I've thought about this. I've picked 2 or 3 different teams to start the game. Best one, obviously, Kelleher starts. Bradley is right back. Endo and Kwanzaa in the middle. I'd probably put Robbo left back, but he probably might go with Tsimikas. So, and then midfield is the one for me. It's one of those where we have to try and see. Elliott will probably be in that middle of the park. You're probably looking at some Tyler Morton, and you are probably looking at I don't know, it could be McConnell in there. And then up front you have got Chiesa, Gakpo and Nunes. Up front looks strong. I hope it is Federico Chiesa that makes a start. He'll be on the left-hand side. And yeah, that's the team I can think off the top of my head at the moment to start the game. I might be totally wrong. It might be somebody else that might be starting. But yeah, you give me your thoughts about what team do you think Arnold starts. So it's going to be a tough one. I'm looking forward to it. And whatever result comes, like I say, it draws, we'll see us win the group. I think it's all about money, isn't it, at the end of the day? The higher you finish, the more money that you get. I did see a money stat, I don't know how true it is, that Liverpool so far have earned nearly 100 million euros. I mean, that's ridiculous if that statement is true. That is a lot of money for the club to earn in this new format of the Champions League. However, don't forget, Liverpool have been voted the most watched or Liverpool are the most watched team in the world. That goes to show you a lot about the Premier League. Arne coach, it just goes to show people are not watching Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Man United, all the other teams, Man Cities. They want to watch Liverpool play. If Arne Slot wins this, he'll become the fourth manager to win his first 4 away Champions League games. I mean, he's in good company, really. There's Ranieri was at Chelsea, Guardiola at Bayern Munich, and also Hansi Flick at Bayern Munich. So, as I say, if he does win the game tomorrow, he's in excellent company there of winning his first 4 away Champions League games. So we've played PSV 5 times. I think we've come away winners on all occasions. Liverpool played Dutch teams 17 times. I think they've won 12 and drawn 5. So hopefully that stint will carry on. But like I say, it will be a tough game, and we'll just have to wait and see what the outcome will be. Okay, the last thing for me is that in the Champions League, there's 15. We've scored 15 goals, and we've had 9 different goal scorers. So that is just another amazing record that we don't see as well in the stats that are being bandied about at the moment. Okay, that's enough from me. If you like this video, please give me a like, and please share the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It's nice to see new subscribers coming on, and thank you very much for that. But let's see if we can get up to 100 subscribers by the time that the season finishes. Okay, enjoy your Tuesday evening. Up the Reds.